I think I am slowly but surely falling apart this week. I'm not even exaggerating. I've been at work for 4 days straight, which I know is quite normal for a lot of people, but I just, I don't know, every day I wake up and it's something new. I'm fine, like mentally I feel fine, but physically I am just not good. One sec. To start it off, obviously last week I mentioned my retainer, like the wire that's glued to the back of my teeth, has broken, and that is something that I am yet to fix still. I only just signed up for a dentist the other day, and they said they would refer me to an orthodontist because I don't think it's a dentist that can fix it. But that's something that just I need to get done sooner rather than later, just because even though it doesn't hurt, like my tongue scrapes against it every so often, it's just irritating and it shouldn't be the way that it is. That's ailment number one. Then I got my nails done the other day and my artist did a great job, but I suspect I'm having some sort of allergic reaction. My nails, the past couple times I've had them done, have felt a bit sensitive, and at first I thought, well, it's because of the LED lamps, sometimes it's just because of the filing, you know, it's like it can be a bit irritating. But the past couple times I've had my nails done, and it's at a very, very trusted salon, my nails and the tips of my fingers just haven't felt very good afterwards, and a couple of my fingers are starting to feel really sore. I'm not going to do like a close-up or anything, but it just looks like the skin underneath is irritated. So that's been a pain as well, and I've had to have this finger in particular like plastered up just because it's sensitive. And so sad news is tomorrow I'm going to have to go and get the gel soaked off, because I reached out to the salon and I just said, look, I think this one's on me. I don't know what's happened. Maybe I should have given my nails a bit of a break, because it's biab and they obviously recommend you get the biab fully taken off and put back on every so often. So she just said, it sounds like from what you've described it could be an allergic reaction. We would recommend you just come in and get it soaked off completely, just so we can see it, give your nails a break. Now obviously this is an entirely like a first world problem, but it's just annoying purely because I've only just got them done, and like that was £35, you know, soaked off. So that's another thing. Then this morning my body naturally woke up at 6:30 and I had a headache. I have, fun fact, this is really random, I have something called pulsatile tinnitus. So this is something that a lot of people can get, and essentially, long story short, I have a constant thumping / whooshing noise in this ear. Now the hearing doctor described it as you can basically hear your heartbeat, and a lot of people can experience this if you're stressed, if you are in a particular situation where your heart rate might be racing and it's just exaggerated in your ear. But it shouldn't be all day every day. I have it all day every day, and it's not because I'm constantly stressed. There are genuine moments where I feel absolutely fine. I could just be going to bed and I've just got this constant like going on in my ear, and that's been really, really, really prominent this week. I will probably say I'm like tired and a little bit stressed and not feeling 100%, so I think that's why it's even more exaggerated. But I think that then plays into my headaches and just feeling generally a bit strange. Anyway, so those are the things I'm sort of dealing with right now, and I am very aware I could be dealing with much worse. So what I'm going to do, rather than dwell on it, I'm still in my PJs. I've been up for about 4 hours and I'm ready to have a shower now. So I'm going to hop in the shower, get myself into a nice outfit, a little bit comfy, but you know, a little bit put together. I have an excuse to go out today. I have to go to the post office to drop off a return, and I might get myself a coffee. I don't need to get a coffee, but I just think after the troublesome few days I've had, I deserve one. And then I will really just go from there and decide what I will do with my day. I've got my version of, so when I go on Pinterest, and Pinterest is a lifesaver for me, I often go on Pinterest if I maybe have half an outfit idea, but I just need to see how someone would accessorize it, or how would they do their hair with that type of jumper or something, I don't know. So I've got an oversized knit on. Got it from Tik Tok shop. Don't normally shop on there, but when I saw this I thought, that's a bit of me. I keep standing on the tripod, sorry. So this is like an oversized baggy knit, and then I've just tried on a pair of my like baggy Zara jeans, and I think I'm gonna pop it on with either my Reeboks or, yeah, probably just my Reeboks. However, I was then looking at my hair and I was thinking, well, do I want like my hair down and tucked behind? Do I want a hat? We usually say no to a hat. And normally, like when I think about my hair, and I'm not saying I look as good as this girl because she is stunning, but I normally want it to look like that when I get it cut. But then sometimes when I see pictures like that put on me, it's obviously not quite the same because she has a much nicer face. So then I was looking at photos of girls that have their hair tied back. Some of them are slicked back. My dream hair, and I know that my personal hair has to be longer, is something like that. And you can see she's got like a baggy jumper on. She's probably just like flung her hair back, pulled out a few pieces. I just don't think I look like that, because she looks like really cute and cool, even though you can only see the back of her hair. I think I look like, I don't know, somebody's mother doing a school run, so I don't really know what to do. Should I just stop caring and believe that I look like a Pinterest girly, or what do I do? I don't know. I feel like I should just go out and not care, but it's a lot easier said than done. And I think especially, as much as I think Pinterest is one of the best things in the world, I also find it to be a bit of, how do I put this nicely, a soul crusher, because to be a Pinterest girly must be a real honour. And when you are not, and when you are normal and you use Pinterest for inspiration, it just reminds you that you're not as cute as some people, basically. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to talk myself out of this little rut that I've suddenly got myself into. Anyway, maybe I just need to put my shoes on and go. Or do I try another pair of trousers? I hate this. I have changed into my Abercrombie & Fitch jeans. These are one of 3 pairs that I've kept, the rest are on my Vinted. But these are a 28 waist. I thought I was like a 30-31 just with the way my body has changed recently. And they've actually done up. They're a little bit snug, but I'm happy. I prefer these for today just because they're not as flared at the bottom. Those other jeans, the Zara ones just behind me, I do love them, but they're quite a wide leg at the bottom. And especially while they're not fitting quite correct at the top, it just looks more exaggerated. So we're going to stick with these, and then I'm going to wear it with my Reeboks because I think the blue will tie in nicely. The original aim was just to go to the post office because I had some Amazon returns, but then I ended up going into a bookstore, which you will have just seen. I then went to John Lewis, bought some towels because they were reduced to clear, basically could just do with some new towels. So I picked up 2 of these green stripy ones with the blue rim, and these were £4.50. So I was like, that's great. And anything that is like from John Lewis, but it's usually on offer, makes me feel like good about buying it because I know I'm getting a quality product, but I'm not spending like an extortionate amount of money. So I picked up 2, obviously for me and Joe, and then I also grabbed, I think this is a bath mat. Now it's not like a thick bath mat though, so this is interesting, but I just thought it looks really cool, and it's just an orange and cream colour. I'm trying to add a little bit more, just a little bit more to our bathroom, because this flat, it's definitely got a bit of character and it's dated a little bit. It's not very modern looking. However, I quite like that, and I don't want a super boring flat. So I'm embracing those little bits of character and just adding pops of colour like this just to make it look a little bit more stylish, so they can kind of work together a little bit. The final 2 things I got from John Lewis, again, this one was reduced to clear, was a crate. I didn't know they sold them in John Lewis. I think I've bought my crates before from Primark or Amazon, but this one felt like a really nice quality crate, and it was £4, so they had a hot pink one, a dark grey, and then the blue, and I thought these were really cute. This is also to go into the bathroom. We've got so many different versions of storage in there, and both Joe and I obviously have our own shower stuff. We have our own just stuff that you keep in the bathroom. So I thought something like this is quite nice to have on display, and maybe we keep, I don't even know, just keep stuff in it. It'll look cool. And with the towels, I thought it would look quite, what am I trying to say? Funky, that's it. I'm gonna have a tea. I'm gonna have a tea in, which mug? Shall I have it in my Teepsy mug? That's cute. I'm not having a Teepsy tea. I know that's like blasphemy, but, or do I? No, I'm gonna have a digest. These are, I normally have the Twinings digest. Hello. But I ran out the other day and Joe just picked me up some Tesco digest, which I believe is just a nice refreshing peppermint tea, which does the job for me. So I'm going to have one of these and relax for an hour. looking for something comforting to watch, and for some reason I'm drawn to some sort of true crime documentary, and I don't really know why. I've got several things on my mind right now, as in at this literal moment. I've got several things on my mind, and to cut a very long story short, a few years ago I lived in a different city with one of my best friends, and me and him went through something quite traumatic one evening, and we were left with some slight PTSD. Most of this PTSD was audio from things that we heard, which sounds very ominous, but it was essentially, we heard what we think is a crime, well, it definitely was a crime taking place, and we were basically up all night during this incident listening to horrible things, and yeah, I don't think I've quite got over it since. Basically, nobody died, I would just like to make that a point. However, it really wasn't pleasant what we heard, and I have this thing now with, even if it's just somebody's door closing or somebody knocking at a door, I get a slight panic if it sounds a bit unusual. And about half an hour ago, it sounded like at first somebody was knocking on a neighbour's door, but then possibly someone was knocking back. I don't know. I also think if it's some like childish neighbours, that really irks me, because it does just bring back bad memories of also living with weird neighbours who just do that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just put me in a little bit of a tizzy, because I don't know, I think that's the thing when you live in shared flats and when you live in a building with other people, majority of them are fine, but sometimes you can just get that odd person who makes living near them sometimes a bit uncomfortable. I don't know. But anyway, that's a little background information. So it's just put me in a bit of a tailspin, because I was already feeling a little bit here, there and everywhere, and then that put me in an uncomfortable feeling. So I'm trying to shake it, basically. I want to find a film just to have on as background noise while I get on with some work that I want to do on my laptop. But I don't know what to do. Joe is on his way back, and tonight we are having cod, which I have done my best to season, but I've never cooked cod personally before, so we will see how that goes. And then I have bought 2 packs of rice. I've got whole grain for Joe, just because he always goes for that, and then I've gone for lime and coriander for myself, so hopefully that will be nice with the cod, as well as some tender stem broccoli, which I'm going to season and boil probably. And then, look, if all else fails, I'm just going to cover it in sweet chilli sauce, because that usually tastes quite good. Just wanted to come on and give you a little update on that tea, because that was honestly one of the best things I think I've ever made, and I wanted to share the recipe with you because it was so simple. It was cod with a bit of butter, Dampac to be specific, garlic granules, paprika and all-purpose seasoning. I just kind of smothered the cod, wrapped it in tin foil, put it on greaseproof paper, and then I put it in the oven at 180 degrees for about 35 minutes. I served it with the lime and coriander rice and some tender stem broccoli. That was so delicious and probably quite healthy. I can't lie, put a tiny bit of sriracha on top as well as a little drizzle of sweet chilli sauce, so that probably helped. Oh god, I'm out of breath. But yeah, it's boosted my spirits a little bit as well, because I was going through a bit of a funky couple of hours this afternoon, but that's really helped me sort of pep up a little bit. I think tonight I may have a full shower and just see it as a bit of a reset. I don't really know what's come over me this afternoon. Well, I do know, it's several things that are just on my mind. And I think once Joe is back, we've had our tea, have some snacks, we've got some chocolate buttons in the fridge. I think it will be nice to just relax for the evening. I have decided to wind down for the evening and probably draw this vlog to a close here. I've had a weird day, I'll be honest. Not a particularly bad one. I don't know. I've spent the day kind of losing track of my thoughts, and one minute I feel like I've got a task, I've got something to watch, or I have some food to make, and I get excited for a minute and I feel like, that's my plan for the day. And I don't know, my thoughts are just sort of here, there and everywhere. I'm sort of dealing with a few personal things, which I won't go into now. Nothing crazy, nothing dramatic, just quandaries within life. And I think I'm also just having a bit of an off day, if I'm honest, which is really, really normal. So, with that being said, I've just had an everything shower. I've shaved, I've washed my hair, I've washed my face as well, even though I didn't actually put any makeup on today. I just wanted to feel totally fresh. I'm going to do my skincare. Joe has just done the food shop and now he's washing the dishes. Bonus. But I think I'm going to read this evening. I have spent the past couple of nights on my phone, if I'm honest, and don't get me wrong, some days I absolutely love just melting my mind on TikTok, but I can tell it's having a bit of an effect in terms of trying to switch off my brain before bed. As I said this morning, I woke up at 6:30 this morning and I just couldn't shut my brain off. I couldn't get back to sleep. And it's probably because I was literally on my phone until the very last minute before bed last night, and that's a habit I want to get out of. So, with that being said, I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm going to switch off all my technology. I'm probably going to go change our bedding just because it's due a change and I'd love to get into some fresh bedding tonight. I'm going to do my skincare, read my book, have a cup of tea and go to sleep. Tomorrow is a new day. I've got my couple of appointments tomorrow, and what I'm not going to do, just a quick note, is see that as a day wasted. Sometimes when I have a day off, even if it's appointments or bookings that are fun, I can sometimes think, oh, I wish I didn't have any plans on my day off. But tomorrow's plans will benefit me. They will hopefully help my nails, help my teeth, my retainer, and who knows, I'm sure I'll find other stuff to do tomorrow before I'm back at work. However, thank you so much for joining me once again. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. I'm sure, I don't even know what the editing will be like because it's a bit higgledy-piggledy, but I will see you in the next one.